Hello everyone, in this video we are going to be using the Kirsty meakin fluff hair, which will always be known as that now. It's the microfiber stuff from Naio nails, which my dad actually figured out what it is. It's like, oh yeah, well when you get microfiber it comes in these little strands and they've just dyed it and added some sparkle. I'm like, yeah, that's not as exciting as Kirsty meakin hair, Dad. It's not. So yeah, I'm coming up with the design for this. Now I'd already wanted to do some clouds with the fect from Naio nails. So this is kind of going to be a weather themed, and I also saw a video by Natalie Mudridge the other day where she did this beautiful 3D rain design, which I thought was really awesome. So I'm going to nab a bit of her design, add a bit of my design, and come up with something awesome, hopefully. Stay tuned.
Okay, so we're going to start off with this pinky. Now this may actually be a collab with Trey's Nail Designs. We're still working out the details of whether we're going to put these both up together. So watch this space on that. But I'm coming in here with, I'm using the dark grey from Ink London that's called Johnson. Now when I picked these colours out, I didn't realise that the light grey is called Dornan. And then it hit me, 50 Shades of Grey. No thank you, Mr. Grey, not whilst I'm doing my nails. So, nothing interferes with my nails, go on. No, priorities, people, come on. Anyway, so I'm putting it on in a thin wash on this, and I know you're looking at this going, what technique are you actually trying to do? The reason being is, like I said, this is weather themed, so I wanted to look like dark storm clouds. That's what I'm going for with this, because I'm going to be doing a bit of stamping on this one towards the end. But obviously that's I've got to do all the acrylic work first to start with, but that's what I'm putting on in this kind of thin wash, but kind of, I don't want it just washed over the nails. I'm trying to add a bit of texture in there as well, which is why I'm leaving some of it a little bit kind of lumpy bumpy. I know as nail tech we hate lumpy bumpy, anybody that works with it, but in this instance I want lumpy bumpy. And I'm using some really awesome products today, some fun things. One of them being, and you'll see it on one of the other fingers, is the Naio Nail Marbling Acrylic, right? Marbling acrylic. So instead of having to pick up 2 or 3 different beads of stuff and swish it around, you pick up one bead. One bead, and it is 2 colours. And yes, you can still swish it if you want to, but you don't have to. It's amazing. Now, I don't know whether they've discontinued it, because I tried to find the other colour. There was about 3 different colours of it, and I've got the blue one, and I couldn't find it, and I've got this really horrible feeling that they've actually discontinued it, which is just, no, it's absolutely freaking awesome. Anyway, right, I've composed myself again now. So now I am combining the two. I can't even look at this straight now that I know what the names of these things are. I didn't look at the names of them. I just pulled out the colours and went, oh, they're lovely. And it's only when I had to put the description in for you guys of what products have I used that I discovered what name they are. Oh, God, this kind of ruined it for me. Anyway, so I'm using here the light grey first, and then I'm going to put the dark grey on top as a bit of an ombre. The light grey I found was really easy to use, went on fine. The dark grey, thank God for the first nail, I only wanted it as a bit of a wash, because it didn't work as well as the light grey one did. I've got no idea why. But yeah, clearly not being very submissive. I promise no more references to 50 grades in this 50 shades of grey in this video. I can't even speak anymore. I'll be back in a minute. Sorry, whilst I was distracted there, you would have seen me put the Kirsty meakin hair in there, and I've just secured that in with some clear polish on top. I did in fact go and I have to cap it all just to make sure it didn't keep, so I could just cut it all off because it was driving me nuts, and I capped the little finger at the same time. Now I'm coming in with Dramatic Pink from Naio Nails, and I know you're thinking, Why the hell are you putting pink in this set? The reason being is I'm actually going to polish over this. And if I use clear, you're not going to be able to see it. It's pointless. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to use pink. And I've come up with a plan that's going to come in another video. So I'm not going to tell you about that at the minute. Now, I did, in fact, do this nail wrong because because it's a strength powder, I don't need to cap it. And normally when I'm doing a full nail, I start from the bottom and work back on myself when I'm building. But when I'm using a colour that needs capping, I start from the cuticle and work to the tip. So, yeah, I basically just fanny around with this for more steps than I actually needed to take because I hadn't twigged this when I was doing it. I was making this about 7 o'clock in the morning, trying to get some of this done before I took the kids off to school because it's my day off today. And yeah, the coffee really hadn't sunk in at this point, so it's amazing it was going this well, to be fair. But we get there in the end. But yeah, sorry people, this is a bit painful, and I've sped this up as much as I can, and it's still a bit painful. Do you know what? I may just cut a chunk of this out. And that's exactly what I did because I need to condense the film down anyway. So here I am using the Naio marbling. Watch this. Do you know what? I'm not even going to talk through this. Just enjoy this because it is just beautiful. Did you enjoy that, people? Did you see? I even left in so you could see I was picking up one bead from the pot. No magic was involved in the making of that marble. So on the thumb, I just want a wash of this. So I'm not marbling it. So you can see the two different effects you get of whether you marble it or you don't. And I'm doing a thin wash of this across. Again, because I don't want it a flat colour. Now in the thumbnail, so the pointy finger, index finger, that's what it's called, is the one that I'm going to use the fect, and I'm going to make some clouds on, and we're going to see that a little bit later in the video. But this one, I'm putting some angel paper in, and I wanted it to kind of glisten as though there was sun coming through the clouds, but I didn't want to use yellow. I didn't want to put an actual sun on the nail, so I had to come up with something different. And Trey sent me some angel paper the other day, and I thought, oh, that's beautiful stuff, but it was the wrong colour. And I suddenly discovered whilst hunting around in my box, I had some from the Glitter Fairy. Anyway, moving on. So this middle nail, I am using a cat's eye. This is the third coat that's going on because it was still a little bit sheer and I didn't really want that. And then I'm kind of making triple lines in it, again, for that effect. And then I'm coming in with a matte top coat for this. I'm going to cure it. Then I'm coming in with some blobs on a dotting tool of no wipe gloss top coat to make the raindrops. I know, it's quite exciting, this. I had fun playing with that. And because I'm going to put the hand in the lamp, I thought, you know what, I might as well top coat the other ones that I can top coat now. So here you go, top coat. Now I know you're thinking, why are you top coating the pinky, Shona? Because I had no clue how on earth I was supposed to top coat it after I'd put the furry stuff on top. So I thought it might be a better idea to top coat it now. and then attach the fur. I was a little bit dubious. I know you're all thinking, not sure about that one. I wasn't either, but I thought, well, it's worth a try. And you'll see shortly how that turned out. So here I am using the dotting tool, making some raindrops. I used the big side to start with, and then I swapped to the little side because I wanted, some different ones. Hopefully the light will pick up the fact that I've done something beautiful on the nail. Anywho, I'm really pleased with it. Very, very pleased with it. Here we go, the furry nail. So I'm just going to buff over where I want the fur to stick to. Then I'm going to put some top coat on that using my dotting tool. Then came the fun of trying to use the product. I was expecting it to be more fine and I could kind of dust it on. I didn't quite go that way. In the end, I ended up poking it where I wanted it to go, really. I didn't want your generic cloud shapes. I kind of, I wanted it to be a little bit more natural looking. I know, clear top coat, you like, well, I've got no idea what shape you just made, Shona. But all will become clear in a moment. Just watch this. When I can finally get it out the pot. So once I finally pushed it where I wanted it to be, it was just really lumpy. It was very clumpy. That's what I want. It was clumpy. So once I finally got where I wanted it, I've top coated that. And now we're going to move on. No, I didn't top coat it. I cured it. I cured the top coat. And now I'm moving on to the stamping that I'm going to put on the little finger. And you see I've got this really awesome plate. And I think you probably guessed where I'm going with this one. Lightning. Yep. And Trey will be pleased to see, or well, she would if it was in shot, I didn't scrape my stamper with the bits I didn't want. I did dab it to get it off. And I'm going to let that dry, so clean up my stuff whilst that's just drying. And then I'm going to top coat over the top, and then we're done. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this set, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!